Alright, so taking off the quick release steering wheel and putting on my stock steering wheel is supposed to be a very easy process. But it turned out none of these hex keys that I have are the correct size. So I had to go out and buy, I got metric and SAE size just because I wasn't sure what size I needed. So I just bought both kits, now I have them. I've got all the hex keys I'll ever need for small things. And it turned out this 4mm is the perfect size. Now, 3 of these bolts came out with no real problem. I actually got them out almost right away with actually with one of these. And then when I tried using the 4mm, I had 2 left, these 2, which both chose to be an issue. So they were super stripped. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but they were super stripped from me trying with the wrong size like an idiot. So I used my Dremel, which I've only used about 4 or 5 times. I still need to figure out how to use it because the cutting blade kept flying off. I had it, the choker tightened down and everything, but it kept coming off, so I need to figure that out. That's a little dangerous. Luckily I wore eye protection this time. But anyway, I cut a slit right in here, and then I hammered the end of a screwdriver into it, and was able to loosen this one and get it out. Now this one did not want to work. So you can see I tried cutting a slit in like 3 different places, and I couldn't get enough leverage with the hammer, or with the screwdriver, and it just wasn't working. So I was stuck. This is the last bolt I had to take my quick release off. I was about to give up. I did a little YouTubing, and there was this kid working on a motorcycle. I need to find the channel, I might shout him out, but amazing idea. So it's pretty simple, but I didn't think of it. So what I did is I took a drill bit. So I took a star key, I forget what these are called, a Torx wrench, this small one right here, and I picked the drill bit just slightly smaller, drilled into this to basically make it like a smooth cone, and then I put an extension on the end of this and hammered that Torx wrench in there, hammered it in as hard as I could so it was basically stuck. And then I didn't need a breaker bar, luckily. I just used my one of my ratchets and was able to basically use that Torx wrench to just screw this off. It took like 2 turns and it came right off. So these 2 bolts are fucked, but I got them off. These 3 are still good to go, so I'm going to use these to show you guys how I'm going to take the quick release on and off. So yeah, luckily we were making progress. Those bolts just kind of stopped me, and I had to make a trip to O'Reilly's to get the hex keys. But now I should have all the correct size hex keys. It's annoying though. So I've disconnected the battery. I don't know if I recorded that. No, I don't think I did. Well, it's a 10mm bolt. Disconnect the negative terminal, pull it off. So now what I have to do is use my torque wrench, take off this 17mm back here, and then I'll still have to pull this off, which was kind of hard. So what I have to do is put the quick release back on using these 3 bolts, attach the steering wheel, use the leverage to pull this short hub off, and then the whole thing should be off. And then I just need to open it back up to take off the connectors. Or I might just, actually I'll just take off the connectors now because I don't need them on. And then I should be able to reconnect the stock steering wheel, put it back in.
Curious, maybe you should take it slow, mysterious. That's the part you always show. You're too curious, maybe you should take it slow. Dreaming in the dark, we are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are.
Alright, so the one cord that comes inside the steering wheel, I have plugged it into the clock spring there, which just leaves this yellow cord and this black cord, which the yellow one plugs into here in the airbag, and the black cord slips onto this metal part on the airbag. So I'm just going to use my torque wrench to tighten down the, or not my torque wrench, my, my impact drill, to tighten down that 17mm in the middle. And then once that's on there good and tight, I will put these 2 parts on, and I will have to use my, my Torx right here, my T30, to go in here and tighten down these bolts that hold the airbag in. So we're almost complete. Alright, so now I have the airbag back on. Tighten the T40. What is it? The T30, excuse me. Bolts on both sides. Tighten down the airbag. See one right there too. Wow, this feels really weird. I'm not used to the feeling of a stock steering wheel, but it actually feels really great. I really missed it. Don't get me wrong, the quick release was an awesome option. It's just my dumb ass has spent so much money on the quick release from messing up the whole install process. I was just over it. So I'm gonna maybe someday send this away to get it customized, get the ergonomic leather grip, flat bottom, carbon fiber all over it. But it'll probably be a while before I mess with the steering wheel anymore, just because I'm taking a break from the old steering wheel thing. The only thing I'm gonna do on this is I might get the leather carbon fiber style steering wheel cover I had before. That was like $15 on Amazon. I loved it. I had it for like 2 years until I got rid of my old wheel. And I might get the a carbon fiber vinyl overlay for the Diamond because I love that look too. But yeah, I wish I would have kept my stock wheel. I didn't know I was planning on putting one back on, so I had to search and find this one. This one's actually out of a totaled GSR, I think. It might have been an MR, but yeah, it might have been an MR. But anyway, this was in a totaled car and the airbag was destroyed, but they got a new one. So now I'm going to reconnect the battery, put the relay in for the horn, see if that works. Hopefully it does. And then take it for a drive and see if my alignment's good to go or not, because I think my alignment might be messed up from when I put in the aftermarket steering wheel. But now when I go to the dealership, because I have to get my AYC pump changed out soon because I'm throwing some codes, now when I go to the dealership, they can't tell me that they won't take care of it because of my aftermarket wheel. So that was the biggest problem I was having. I was going to the dealership trying to get my AYC pump replaced, and they basically told me that even though it's throwing the codes it's throwing, they think it's because of my clock spring and my aftermarket steering wheel, which I replaced the clock spring and the steering angle sensor. So hopefully my clock spring's on there perfectly now. I didn't move it, so I hope it's good. But yeah, went really down the rabbit hole with this one. I just wanted a cool carbon fiber wheel, which I got, but I didn't do my research first on how to put it on or what I could potentially damage. I ended up spending over $1,000. So I could have just customized this one and kept the airbag. And also having the airbag is nice, I guess. I still have all my other airbags currently, so I may as well keep it. Alright, gonna reconnect the battery and take it for a drive.